mistake is treating cast iron like a science experiment instead of a kitchen cooking tool. The biggest problem I see in cast iron is not a metal spatula and it's not soap. The idea that you need a 20-minute ritual just to make a grilled cheese sandwich. If you're reaching for that plastic coated pan because you're too busy for cast iron, it's because you're making one simple mistake. This one mistake is destroying your seasoning and holding you back from being the cook you are meant to be. Here's the truth. I see it all the time. People wait for that factory smooth finish, or they think they need 10 layers of seasoning before they fry an egg. Stop waiting. Your grandma didn't have a 10-step chemical process. She had some bacon grease, a metal spatula, and a hot stove. The reality is, the best seasoning happens when you cook in it. It doesn't happen through a weekly ritual of re-seasoning it. Cast iron was made to cook with, not stare at. But even if you're using it daily, there's a trap that a lot of people fall into. It's called the heat trap. If you're cranking your burner to a 10 to sear a steak, you're not seasoning. You are incinerating. Most sticking happens because the pan's either too cold or it's way too hot. Cast iron is a heat sink, not a conductor. It takes a little time to wake up. Start it on low. Let it heat up for about 5 minutes. Let that heat sink in. Then, friend, you can watch that grilled cheese slide. When you control the heat, you control the seasoning. And cast iron is tough. For crying out loud, it survived the wagon trails, so it can survive your Taco Tuesday dinner. To make this a daily tool, you need a routine that's not gonna take all night. Watch how fast this is. First is the hot swipe. While the pan is still hot, deglaze it with a little water. That steam does the hard work for you. Next is the soap secret. Use soap. It's okay. That's because modern soap doesn't have lye. It's not gonna hurt your seasoning, but it's gonna get all that old grease out. Now we have the blue can finish. My proven strategy for a fast finish is a whisper-like layer of Crisco and then back on the stove. Now some folks worry that leaving oil in the pan can make it sticky or even rancid. That only happens if you leave too much oil in there or you don't heat it up. Just leave it on the stove for about a minute until it's warm. That's all you gotta do. You want that oil to bond, not just sit there. Wipe it all on like you're trying to wipe it all back off. Now I know it sounds crazy, but trust the process. Then you want to heat it up until the cooking surface, it starts looking less shiny and looks more matte. Because if we have too much shine, that means we have too much oil. In the end, we don't want our skillet to look like a freshly waxed bumper. No. Might look pretty, but it doesn't perform well. It's like it's all show and no go. And for most times, this process takes only about a minute or two. And that prevents the gummy mess and builds a shield that lasts. It's simple, it's fast, and it's effective. And don't stop at grilled cheese. Want that factory smooth-like finish? Fry some potatoes, fry some sausage, make a batch of cornbread like your grandma did. These are the daily drivers, and they are the secret. The fats from everyday cooking are doing more for your seasoning than any weekend ritual could. And you're building layers of history, one meal at a time. Don't let the experts tell you you need to be a chemist to have a skillet. Use it, clean it, and just keep on moving on. And it's okay to admit that the old ways may not be working for you today. Let's make this a place where we challenge the myths and make things real and have a good time doing it. Now, friend, I want to hear from you. Stop showing me your pretty pans on the wall and go to the comments and share with me about your ugly pans. I want to hear about those ugly pans that work for you every day. If you have a question or a problem, drop it in the comments below. And if I don't have the answer, I'll find an expert that will. And if you disagree with me, that's fine. All that really matters is that your iron is right in the end. Thanks for watching, and God bless.